hope y'all can hear me. I'm sorry if you hear an echo. I'm just making sure the video comes through fine. I hope y'all had a great day at church today. Um, Interesting today. We had Friends and Family Day today. So hold on, let me turn this on to make sure y'all can hear me. For those who are watching, please let me know if you can hear me. All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit here. All right, so that's an echo going on. Hopefully, let me know if y'all can hear. Before I start, this is AJ, the CEO. I am broadcasting on the For Me Media Ministry group on Facebook. We're also on Patreon and we're on Vimeo right now. Normally, this is an episode that I try and do at the end of church to where I just go through everything that I do at the end of service. So it may be stuff that's interesting to you, it may be stuff that's over your head. The idea of what we do for media ministry is that we're always going to take it to the next level. So I don't want to inundate people with a lot of stuff that you're not ready for, but there is always something that we can do to better our media ministry to reach more beyond the four walls after service is over. And that's what this is about, is for me to share with y'all what exactly I do and maybe give y'all some tips and share kind of the stuff that I do. So let me get all prepped up over here. I'm moving everything over to my desktop. So let me cut over to, boom, here's my desktop. Let me get rid of my control because y'all don't need to see that. And here we go. So this is today's service. So what I normally do, and hold on, let me get my camera and picture going on so that y'all can see me. All right, there we go. All right, so what I like to do is, this is our service. This is running off of a SD card, similar to, I'll just hold the whole thing up. I got a bunch of these that I have for my cameras, for all the stuff that I do, for my drones, everything. And this is also the same thing that I pull from our church service, that we record everything using a Blackmagic HyperDeck Studio Mini. And y'all don't need to see that, but let's see. Let me show y'all what that is. Where's it at? Is that it? Yeah. So this is what we use. Everything is connected to our video system and everything is recorded on these SD cards, which makes it really portable for me to take the service, edit it at church, or bring it home for me to work on it from here. And that's what I normally do. And I'm just going to show you how, by us recording, how much you can actually do with that. So if y'all don't know by now, I am a big fan of the Blackmagic products. And actually, before I jump ahead, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. Actually, we had Friends and Family Day today, but it got rained out. So I wasn't going to do this today, but since it got rained out, hey, might as well. Just to let y'all know, I am in the chat on Facebook, YouTube, well, actually not on YouTube, on Patreon. If you are one of our patrons, if you are, I appreciate it. You help us reach more in what we're doing here in the ministry to help educate more folks who might not have the fundage to do it, but they are interested. And that's what our Patreon goal is not to just line my pockets with money, but it's so that we can go out and help those churches who don't have the ability to hire somebody to come in, so that I go and consult with them and help them in their media ministry in whatever capacity that we can. So let's cut over to this. I'm a startup DaVinci Resolve, which is a free video editor from Blackmagic. What I do from our video, we pull out the video, obviously, the audio, which goes to our podcast, and then I split that onto our different platforms. So if you checked out my video on how we're using social media, which I will tag here later on, what I'm learning right now is social media can be a good thing and a bad thing. And what I'm still learning now, is to leverage the platform for its given purpose. Now, if you're live streaming on YouTube, that's perfectly fine. What I would say is my church, we currently do not live stream on YouTube because YouTube's strength is it's the #2 search engine in the world. So most people are going to YouTube searching for answers. So what we do is we take our sermon and put that in the pose of a question and put our tags in it to make people find out what people are looking for. And since this is taking forever to load, let me actually do that. Let me give y'all some super secrets when it comes to YouTube and how you want to leverage it. So I'm seeing a couple of people here in the chat, so I'm asking y'all, can y'all give me a shout out of what your church is, and I'm going to make this particular to your church. Can anybody in the stream, could you please tell me a church name? Any church. First one that gets it is the one that I'm going to build this off of. So Joshua, Jarvis, Shanita, Roberta, Scott, Jackie, anybody who's out there right now who I see is online right now, please give me a chat response here and let me know what your church is, because I want to cater this to y'all so you know I'm not just making this stuff up. If not, then I'm going to have to make something up. Anybody? Come on, y'all. Anybody? So again, I'm asking for a church name so that I can build this lesson, I guess, this learning, this live stream around that. If not, I'm going to have to just pick one. All right, thank you. Miracle Temple. So let me show you how this works. This can work for anybody. First, what I want you to do is when you go to YouTube, and you can do this along with me, New Life. All right, I'm going to do both of y'all, all right? So we're going to do Miracle Temple first. Thank you, Roberta. So we're going to do Miracle Temple. So first off, I am using a plugin right now called Keywords Everywhere, which is free that you can get. But this is why this is important. When I type in Miracle Temple, first, even though it shows this plugin gives me numbers, when you type in, what you're seeing right here is the YouTube's computer is showing you the most common things that people are searching for. So for Jeanette, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, when I type in your church's name right now, this is what's showing up, meaning this is what people who are on YouTube are currently looking for right now. They're looking for Miracle Temple Ministries, Bermuda, just Miracle Temple. Now, the keyword tool plugin gives me numbers of how many people are searching for this every month. So right now, Miracle Temple by itself, there are 480 people looking for that every month. That's why I'm saying the power of social media. People are looking for churches similar to your name, and you might not even be on it yet. Now, for all I know, this could actually be her church. But first off, when you type this in, you're going to see this. Take note of this. So let's actually click on the name of the church and let's see what comes up. Now, please let me know if this is your church, if any of these are your actual channels. Just give me a yes or a no in there. All right, so the whole goal in leveraging YouTube is we want to be in this first page. Now, while I'm doing this, let me open up another one, and I'm going to show you what was actually done with my church. So right now, Antioch Baptist Church is a common name. 8,100 people are searching for it right now. So if I click on Antioch Baptist Church, these are who shows up. The idea is you want your church's name, you want to dominate the name so that when somebody is searching, your videos, your channel shows up in this area. All right. So as you can see, we've been doing work because this is the young adult choir that I play for. We are now we're the third video in here. And that is from the stuff that we're going to be talking about today. You want to be in this top range of stuff. So even though we have a specific name, we are Antioch Baptist Church Varina, we want our videos to show up when anybody's typing in Antioch Baptist. So as you can see, I have some more work to do because yes, our stuff was showing up as number one, but here's our channel down here. So we're still in the top page, but you got to think how many people when you watch YouTube scroll this far. All right. So if we come back here, back to Miracle Temple. So this is Faith Miracle Temple. So I'm assuming that's not it. This is New Testament Church of God Miracle Temple. I don't believe that's it, but correct me if I'm wrong. So the idea is we want to be in this area. So how do you do that? So what we're going to do is type this name in again, and what we're going to do is space underscore. This is showing everything that people are looking for in this area. So when you start doing your names or you're putting the tags in your video, what you want to do is eat up as many. Oh, yours is second, so this is yours. Great. So they're doing good because theirs is here. So I'm not going to put you on blast, but we're going to look at your channel and see what's going on with it. All right. So we have here, very good, 43 subscribers, powering on. So now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do like an audit, if you want to say, not a bad way. I want to look at one of your videos. So this was actually 2 hours ago. So I have some other tools built into my browser that's going to allow us to see some other stuff. So let's look at today's video that was live streamed. All right. First off, I like the fact that it's starting off. Let me take, hold on, wait a minute. Let me mute myself because now I'm getting the echo of me. Let me turn this off here. All right. So if I play this. All right, so we're starting from here. So first off, I really like the fact that you're not just, boom, you're right into a video. You actually have something. We will begin shortly. Now, if I was to have any suggestion, hey, throw your church's name up there so that if you stumble across somebody that has no idea what this is for whatever reason, they at least know what it is. But I like the fact that we have something that we're beginning shortly. Now, what I would like to do, and you're using RealStream, which is awesome, which I'm assuming that you're streaming to multiple platforms at the same time, which is cool. You're leveraging, reaching multiple places. Now, I have tools built in here, which is showing me the first thing. You have no tags in your channel. Your tags are what's going to determine how people can find you. So, for example, if I come into, let me go back to the example of my church. And it's like, how are we able to get in those top areas? So let me go back here to the young adult choir. First off, here are all the tags that are labeled for our channel and our video. So why do our stuff show up? Because we have in our tags Antioch, Antioch Baptist Church, Antioch Baptist Varina, Antioch Baptist, no space. You want to come up with every conceivable name that ties to your church, that you want people when they search to come up with it. So like if I look at any of these tags, let's say I do Antioch Varina. It's nothing but us because that's our handle. That's our digital handle. Antioch Varina is our church. So that's why obviously we dominate this because this is nothing but us. Now let's look at another example. Let's look at Antioch Baptist Church Varina. Again, it's us because we're dominating that name. We're the only church who uses that name. But now let's go to something more common. Like I said, Antioch Baptist Church. Now, because we're in competition, we still want to leverage ourselves in here, and it's not showing up here because of what I just did, of all the searches that I did. But, all right, here's one of our videos, and you want to be in that area. Now, let's say some other tags that we use is our pastor's name, James Sales. All right. Now it's our playlist that is showing up with all of his sermons. This is our old YouTube channel that shows this as well too, because his name is in the title. Let me break this down. Let me pick one of these videos and let me show you the power of this. So first off, the channel has his name in the tags. You see, James Sales, actually it's in here twice. I need to remove that. Oh, it's a bracket. His middle initials in there. Last name, that's why that comes up. But also, that's the tags. In the description, it has his name as well. So what's powerful with YouTube, how do you get noticed on YouTube, is first off, it's the thumbnail that you have, the title that you have, the tags that you have, as well as the description. And then also your hashtags also help with searching. So we have hashtags here. If I click on this hashtag, Antioch Verona, it will bring up our stuff as well. So YouTube is adding a lot of search functionality inside of it on top of what it already has. So the first thing is you need to dominate your name, because if you put in your name and no one knows nothing about you, it's going to be really hard to get other people outside of your congregation to find you. All right. So if it's Miracle Temple, you need to have some other names that when somebody is searching, and that's the point of doing this underscore with your name. So if we do this again, so I can get here. So we have Miracle Temple Ministries. You might consider adding, first off, Miracle Temple to your thumbnails, into your tags. And how do you do that? Let me cheat here, and I'm going to go to my church's page so I can actually show you this. And this is good because normally I do video editing here, but this is, I think, is more important that anybody can leverage this because it's just changing some stuff. So what I'm going to do is go into the creator studio of our channel, and what you would do is go down here to channel, and we want to go to upload defaults. Now under here, this can save yourself time, and this is how we do it. We put this here that will automatically be added to every video that we post, no matter what, so it saves time. So what do? I just told you, we have our hashtags here at the top that are always going to be there. Always put your hashtags at the beginning here, because when you go to a YouTube video, these are the first 3 lines that you will always see without having to hit the view more. So like, for example, let me pick a random video here. Like I'll do my video just so it's easier to mention. All right, so when you see here the first 3 lines, these are the things, and hopefully I'm seeing if my screen is not in the way. And yes, it is. Give me a second. I'll move it over here. All right, so right here, the reason why those top 3 lines are important, because those are the 3 lines that you will see without having to hit show more. You want the most important things for people to see to be in that area, because not that many people are going to hit show more. You want everyone to hit these first 3. So the first line, you want to put your hashtags in. The second line is your subscribe. Now this is a little cheat. This is a cheat that will actually help. If I go to this link, let's copy the link, and I need to go to a brand new browser that I'm not logged into. I'm copying this link, and when I run it, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I copied the wrong link. Copy this link. Let's paste it again. Yes. The link not working. Let's do it this way. It's supposed to take me to my home page. All right, there it goes. Now, what did this link do? What this link did is it automatically, when they clicked on the link, took me to, are you sure you want to subscribe? That makes it a lot easier for the churches who don't really know that much, to when they click on it, when it says subscribe for more, it already takes them to confirmation to subscribe. And it's really easy to do that. I can't paste it in here. I will share it in the group because for some reason people don't like that, sharing that information. But I will share that for y'all if in the For Me group. I will show that how to get to that. But that's one thing. Now let me close this and let's go back here. What else do we have inside of here? Our stuff. I have the church's name, Antioch Baptist Church, and I have the Verana there, which is in the description. Because remember, we're talking about you want to do your hashtags, your description, as well as the name of your video and your video tags. And I might have said that twice, but that's what's important. That's how you rank up in the YouTube algorithm when somebody's pulling a name. You want, when people put any type of name that's related to your church, you want your stuff there. All right. And that's the first thing that I do. Now, everything else after that, this is, and I have a video talking about it, it's called a YouTube growth strategy. The way YouTube works is it looks off of views. So, and I mentioned this before, the idea is what you want to do is have 5 people, start with 5 people, that anything that comes out here, and I'm gonna do this for Jeanette here, and we're gonna, if I can spell it right. Oh, I'm like, what was I spelling wrong? All right, so first off, let's go. Oh wait, hold up. This is my church channel. Let me go back to my regular one so I can do this. All right, so we're gonna subscribe. So yeah, you got a new subscriber, and now what we want to do is, if I watch this video, what's gonna happen is YouTube is gonna say, you know what? The type of person that AJ is, this is another type of video that he likes. So first, what we're going to do is offer and suggest more videos to him like this that are similar to New Testament Church of God Miracle Temple. They're going to suggest stuff to me, but it also works in reverse. What they're going to do is find other people like me and suggest your videos to people who are like me because I liked your video. That's why you want to leverage that. But you can game the system by having 5 of your media ministry or anybody in the church doing something as simple as, I'm going to come in here and like this. I've already subscribed and I'm going to share, which is giving more traction. So I'm going to actually share this. On Reddit. And that's what I'm going to do. So another thing I would suggest, Jeanette, is to add your church's name in your title. Right now, it's just Sunday worship. I need to know Sunday worship. What's the day? Who is it from? Who's preaching? That's your opportunity to have more triggers inside of YouTube to leverage that this video is tied to this name. Hopefully, that helps y'all with that. All right. So what we're going to do, let's come out of here now. And now that my stuff is open, we're going to go to our, not newsroom, AJ. We're going to services. So before I jump ahead, I'm looking in the chat. Does anybody have any other questions about that stuff? I mean, because honestly, I took a class on that, and that has been so beneficial. So y'all got some free YouTube strategies that I had from paid for a course to actually do. So I just shared that with y'all. So that honestly is very beneficial. It can help you just at that level if you're already on YouTube. All right, so we're gonna do today the knife, and wait a minute, I see a comment over here. Hey, you are welcome. All right, so let's create this. I already have my videos here. And we're going to cut over to screen number 2. And we're going to load up all of the video that we have. So this was today's service. Pull that down. I make a shortcut for all the tools that we use called Resolve, if I can find it. Antioch Resolve, there you go. So these are all my lower thirds, everything like that for when I'm making videos. All right. So let's go down here to edit, and I'm gonna do this so it's kind of easier for y'all to see, and I'm gonna take my picture-in-picture off so that y'all can see everything a lot easier. But I am still here. You should probably hear my voice. All right, so I'm here, and now what we're gonna do is start off with our intro video, like we, well, hold on, I'm going too fast. Let me do some tabs here. And what I like to do is Control N to make a new timeline. We do our full service, then we make another timeline for just our online. Now, our praise dancers danced today, but it was some funkiness that happened today. So I'm not going to make a video for them. They did the music through a speaker instead of through the sound system. So I'm going to have to do some extra work to get that. But it was a dance that they've done before, so I have plenty of time, plenty of other recordings of that. So I'm not going to make a just straight cutout for them. I might do some more for our gospel choir that sang today because they did a good job. I might do something like that. But this is just going to be traditional editing of our video. So I edit everything in our full service first, because the online is nothing but the word, which makes it a lot easier. So this is my intro that I made from Invatu that I, again, highly recommend that y'all subscribe to. It's completely free. They give out free stuff every month. All right, so I'm fading out my intro here, and then I'm going to pull in the master video from service today. This is it. That was right at the beginning. I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to find the end of the service. All right, he's walking away right about here. Boom. All right, so I'm going to pull that whole thing down. There we go. Let's fade that in. If I play it. All right, so that seems fine. I might need to amplify the volume, but I think we're good. All right, so this is the gospel chorus. So I have a lower third already prepared. So now I just drag this here, and if I play it, see, it's right there. But I need to move it because of the color. So let's move this so it's a lot easier to read. And it doesn't look like it's going to be any place good to do it. So I need to remake this and have like a black background on here. So let me get that. Fix this. Put it back in the location it needs to be. And I need to find my graphic so that I can do that. So give me 1 second. Resolve graphics. All right. So now I have a black background that I need to add under this. And y'all will see here in a second how that works. See? And I need to zoom in, make this the full length of this. So when I play it now, all right, so I have a black background here. So what I need to do is first I need this to be transparent because I don't need it to completely, I just need the black to stand out. Let's move it up to right there. And I'm going to fade this in and then fade it out. So now, because we couldn't see it because of the color, stands out. Very simple. All it was just a black band that hides right behind it. Then it disappears. Very simple. All right. Now, again, because I made that, I'm just going to copy this and use it multiple times. So that was the beginning during praise and worship. So praise dancers, Pastor Sales, same way. I have a lower third for him. And I know I'm dragging this out because this goes pretty fast. So I'm just going to speed through this and do this part. So I'm not going to really do it that much. That was our scripture and scripture through our presentation software. That's how you can have it live. There. That was meeting and greeting. That was our guests. There's our announcement that I showed y'all. All right, and that's what we made, and it was just embedded in there. And this is what I did at the end that I shared with y'all. This is what I do as a get everybody to understand how to like, subscribe, and share. This is that second phase of that strategy I was talking about to get people to like videos and share it, to boost us up in YouTube. I actually doing a call out to the congregation. And let's see if I picked up any audio with them. Here he goes. So they're able to get, you can barely hear it because it was really low, but it actually got people to say it in the congregation, which was the point, is to get them to understand, like, subscribing, sharing, because that's how this works, leveraging social media. So anyway, let's skip ahead here. And that's the choir, that's the choir. All right, here's the sermon. I need to find out right where it starts. They finished singing Total Praise right about here. All right, so right there. So I'm going to make a mark right here. The rest of this is nothing but the sermon. So what I'd like to do is right click on here, make it a different color so I know that's what I'm working on. And I don't know why my sound bar is not going the rest of the way. All right, let me find the ending. All right, so that actually is the ending, so that's good. So let me drag my intro, outro there. So right here, so everything else after this I don't need. So I'm gonna cut it right there. All of this can go away. Fade that out. Fade this in 1 second. Fade this in 1 second. So when it ends, sermon is over. And that's it. So now I'm just going to go back in here. Now, Pastor Sales didn't move around a lot, so this is going to make this really easy. I'm just going to put his lower third in here, so that way when somebody is watching this online, they're going to know, first off, in the title, in the description, and in the tags, they already know who's going to be preaching, but when they're watching the video, it's actually going to show who it is as well, too. So let's drag this here. What I like to do is do it right close to the beginning, close to the end, and then in the middle. You don't want to inundate it. And then I just need to spot check it to make sure it works. All right, that's fine. That one's fine. And that's fine. So that was the whole edit. Really simple. So what I'm going to do is copy all of this, Control C, I'm going to go to my new timeline, which is nothing but the sermon, excuse me. I'm going to fade that out for a second. The intro is exactly the same. The full service is what I can turn into a DVD or I post on our on-demand site. All right, this whole thing is done. So now I'm going to go to deliver. That really didn't take that long at all. Now, did it? I'm going to do the online first because it goes fast. And I'm actually going to try and do something different today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do low resolution of YouTube. Actually do even lower than that because I'm doing this for audio only. Video does not matter. I'm looking for a small file so I can upload it fast. So I'm going to call this podcast 0609 2019 and I put it on my E drive. All right, set that up. Now I'm going to do this again, but at a higher quality. And this is going to be online. This is actually going to be the one I post on YouTube as well as Vimeo. Now I could upload directly from DaVinci Resolve, but again, this is my personal account, AJ the CEO. So if I upload it, it will be going to there. I don't want it there. So that's done. Render that, and then we're going to change our timeline to the full service. Full 0609 2019. And this is going to be the file that we will use to make a DVD if anybody requests it, as well as this is for our on-demand. So this should render pretty fast. Everything else is good. Save, and we're going to start rendering. So this should be done. See, this will say it's actually going to be done in like 6 minutes. So let's get prepped for everything else. I'm going to go to our church website. Y'all getting all the good information today. I'm giving y'all some other stuff I normally do not show. And I'm still here in the chat, so if y'all have any questions, let them fly. All right, I'm gonna log. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong login. All right, this is the admin account. I need the admin for this one. All right, so while this is going on, this is our spreadsheet that we track all of our stuff on. And this was today's message. So I have YouTube to do, Vimeo to do, on demand to do, podcast to do, and DVD available. Honestly, if on demand is available, DVD is available. I don't know why I didn't mark these. And then I put a link to every service that we upload. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is, I use the same stuff that I talked to y'all about, is Whooshka. And let me bring back my picture-in-picture because I think I'm out of the way now. All right, so I'm here in Whooshka. And this is going to be the church podcast. So let's log in there. And for those who are wondering, I'm using LastPass, the free version. I use very, very complex passwords. And instead of me giving that out, I have a LastPass account set up for the media ministry so I can have encrypted passwords. All we need to know is it's embedded into every computer on our church, and it will pass the password to log into anything that we have in the media booth. I do not give out the password even to the media ministry because there's just a level that I have an IT background. I do not do simple passwords, and they are not so simple to where people can memorize them. So I just set this up to make it easier for our media ministry. All right, so I'm here inside of our podcast, and I got 3 minutes left on this. So hold on, let me move my camera down because I feel it's still in the way. I'm going to do this as negative 6.3. I think that should be good, up and out of the way. Did I miss a question here? Okay. All right, so I'm here. I'm going to make a new episode. create episode, and I'm taking all the information that I had from our spreadsheet here. So really simple. Let's do the title, copy that, paste. We're gonna do who actually preached today. The same stuff we just talked about in YouTube. Because this stuff bleeds over in different areas. The date, scripture, which was Matthew 16, I think it was 17 through 19, I believe. Yes, it was. Very good. All right. And then, yes, this is clean. Here are your tags. Again, just like on YouTube. Antioch, Verina, Antioch Baptist Church, Antioch Baptist Church, Verina, and then AntiochVerina.org. And I could put more, but again, this is fine. This is clean because it wasn't nothing crazy on there. And this is almost done. So I'll come back to that. Now I'm here in our WordPress website. I don't think I have anything crazy for y'all to miss out on. During service, I work for our folks to put this stuff together so that it makes it easy. So this is our online video of our sermon that everything is already prepped in here. The same information I just typed is here. Our tags, actually I can add some more tags here. Antioch, Verina, Antioch Baptist Church, comma, Antioch Baptist Church, Verina, AntiochVerina.org. So add all those tags. Now, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to do our thumbnail. I use canva.com, and what I do is I alternate back and forth just where this bar is. So I'm going to copy this one. Let's copy our sermon title again. And here, let's edit this. Put today's date of 609, which makes it really easy because we can link everything together because we're following the same naming convention. And here, I'm going to type the title here. And I need to move this. And I might just shrink this because it's too big. So let's say that's 120 is 2. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let's change it to 130. Alright, that works, but I need to set his by itself. Boom, that works. Now what I do, get a good placement. I'm going to change this color to black. Then I'm going to make a copy of it, then change the color to white. So it gives me a little shadow. Because when you do your thumbnail in YouTube, you want to be able to read it at an inch. So when somebody is looking on their phone, you should clearly be able to tell what this is about. And this is kind of going in a topic. So the topic of this sermon, I didn't mean to do full screen, no. I want it to be, this is going to be my subject in YouTube. So let me change this last part here because this is not, she didn't preach this, Pastor Sales did. And I do the exact same thing. Let's get rid of this one. We're going to put it here. Change the color. Make a copy. Change the color to white. Alright, so now this video is done. So what we need to do is, let's pull that video up, which was here. Now, this actually, I'm looking for an image to be for the background. and I might have messed myself up. I need an actual better quality image than that. Let me go to the source, and I'm just going to take a screenshot of the video. I need to find a good place. Now I got people in the background, so that's going to be very unique. You got to be real mindful of everybody who's in the shot. So I need to find a different one. All right, so I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna on the keyboard and print screen. If I move my mouse away so that the bar will go away. Whatever, use that. So I'm in Paint. And why did it do that? I gotta do it again. Let me see, this is the video again. Alright, let's see if that one worked. Alright, this is good. So I'm gonna save this. That's gonna be, save that to the desktop, 0609. Boom, that's done. We're back here in Canva. Let's upload this image. Oh, and I did the entire desktop. Didn't need to do that. So this is going to be a huge image. Didn't mean to do it like that. Let me get all this extra stuff out of the way. Don't need that. And then let's blow this picture up. Alright, that's good. And there we go. That's going to be our thumbnail. So let's go ahead and download that. Alright. I'm done with that. Now, you can use Audacity, and this is a free program that you can download on any program, but I already had a program here that we used before, SoundForge. You can probably get this by itself. It used to be free, but then Sony bought them out, and then somebody else got them after that. But what this program is gonna let me do, and there are many other programs that will allow you to do this, is to just literally rip the audio off of that video file. So let it load here for a second. Then all we're gonna do is save as, go to custom, and we're gonna embed that same naming stuff in here. So that's 0906, and let's get that title one more time. Okay, and save. This will be done in a second. Now, if you were recording this directly from your phone, like I was suggesting before, this would be a lot easier. If we were recording, excuse me, if we were recording this sound from the soundboard, I could have done this at church, but we weren't at that point. Want to actually maybe think about putting that back in place because that would make this go a lot easier. But the fact that we're pulling everything from the same source, it makes it really easy to do. All right, so that's done. Now let's go back here to Whooshka. We already got this set up. All we have to do now is add that file, which was called podcast here. Let it upload. It's a very small file, so it does not take a long time. And I don't have super duper fast internet speed, but again, it's decent. All right, it's been uploaded, and now all I got to do is create. Episode successful, and there you go. We have one more episode added to our podcast, which is completely free. And again, I recommend Whooshka. We were using Squarespace. I've moved this over myself, and as you can see, it's been working very well in here. So if I go back here to overview, I can copy this. So here's our stuff on Spotify. And everywhere else. I don't know why that number is off. Oh, that's right. Because it was the second. I posted it on the 3rd because I was down in Norfolk helping folks down there. So that's why it was a day behind. I was like, that date isn't right. But anyway, after this gets processed, this episode gets processed, it will be listed on Spotify, on Google Play, and on iTunes. And anyone can do that. That is very, very, very simple to do that. And if you are interested in doing that, make sure you check out AJaytheCEO.com. And where is it at? I forgot where it's at. Somewhere. I have to think about it. I gotta find a link. I can't remember off the top of my head where it's at, but I will get it to you. And actually, let me log in here off screen so I can see exactly where it is. But all right, so let's see. While this is running, our video is almost done, the full video. So that's good. That's how we're talking about from a different computer standpoint. Getting a decent computer can actually boost up the speed of all this stuff. And I was in the wrong browser. That's why I couldn't log in. Give me 1 second. But while I'm waiting for this, everybody who's still out there watching, how was church? Was it good? Is there any stuff that y'all do? Is there anything else y'all would like to see while I'm doing this? Because once I start uploading to YouTube and Vimeo, I'm going to shut this off because it's going to pull away from my internet speed while I'm doing this live stream. But it's pretty straightforward. And I will do a different aspect. I have a guy who reached out who wanted me to do how to live stream 101 from the very beginning, and I am working towards that. We're going to talk about everything, the computer, the parts, how to hook everything up, how to live stream, what programs to use, how to properly live stream, how to make it look more professional, how to do an intro, an outro, mid-service, everything. We're going to be doing it all. So look out for that. I'm actually going to be installing pan, tilt, and zoom remote camera and connecting a new sound system and video system at a church in Amelia, Virginia this week. So look out for that. That's going to be on Tuesday. And I got about 3 other churches I'm going to be working with later this week. So be on the lookout for that. We'll still be posting videos on YouTube as well as Patreon. Patreon is meant mainly for the behind the scenes stuff, the stuff that most people don't like for me to show, the detail stuff, the privacy stuff that a lot of people don't like, but I want to bring it to y'all so that way you're educated on exactly how to get stuff done properly. And give me 1 more second because I'm still trying to look up this podcast stuff for y'all. Oh, well, duh, AJ, that was it. So let me go back here and I'm going to bring this up. So this is the link that I will include. Get here so you can get the register for it. It's an email that comes to you. It doesn't ask for no money. It's completely free. You just put your email in there, hit get guide, and check your email for confirmation, and then it will come to you. And you can follow that guide to set it up. And this is what I just showed you is exactly what I am using myself. So don't worry about me trying to take nothing or nothing like that. I'm using the same stuff I give you. So it's not like I'm feeding you poison. I'm eating the same thing with you. All right, so let's see. While this is done, as you can see, it's processed. It should show up pretty soon. But what I'm going to do is get our Vimeo page, get our YouTube page, and set these up to upload. And then that will be the end of the episode. We'll be going over some other stuff later in the week, like I said. I hope this helped. Actually, that first part was kind of cool. I would like to do more like that. If y'all have questions, I'm doing an AJ Answers. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing that. I would like to do it weekly, but I need questions from y'all to do that. What I would like to do is y'all pose questions. I'll dedicate a video just to help. If we get, like the last couple of times, I've only had one person to ask questions, so the whole video was dedicated to that ministry and that person. But if I have a group of messages, especially on the For Me Media group, I will pose a question there, and that is where I'm taking questions from that I will turn into videos to hope answer questions that are in the community and media ministries at large out there. So let's check one time, and the video is done. Let me start uploading this, and then we will be out, and y'all can have a wonderful day, and I will finish this up and post it for my church, and hopefully y'all have learned something. Also, while I remember that's why I went to the website, ajhomes.com. If you go to resources and tools, under here, it has all of the tools that I mention a lot that y'all can use. Talking about this is actually the camera that I'm going to be installing, the Ada imaging. Really, really, really like those cameras because they are cheap, but they have excellent video quality. Trying to convince my church to give me some money so I can replace our handheld camcorders that are on mounts with these. But we still got the Canon R800, the Panasonic. Pretty much this whole site, I'm constantly growing, but it has a bunch of resources that you can use at any level. And I even talking about the For Me group down here as well too. So again, you just go to AJ Homes, AJAY homes.com, go to resources and then tools. And this is an ever-growing list of free stuff that you can use that I've been using today. So we just talked about it. Invatu, Canva, didn't use Paxos, Restream, that Shantae was using. I'm sorry pronouncing your name wrong. She's using Buffer to post this stuff. Zoho was our email. Worship Extreme, LastPass, DaVinci Resolve is what I was editing in. Open Broadcaster software, OBS is what I'm live streaming with right now, as well as what we used at church. So check that out. You can always link there to get more tools, as well as the website as well, because on my website I can post whatever I want to. So most of the stuff is the things that I can go over that I normally can't go over on YouTube or Facebook. So anyway, folks, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this afternoon. And let me get back over here. I appreciate that. I pray that you've learned something to move your media ministry forward. And again, even if it's only one of you, you have the power to move forward and move your media ministry forward because you came across this path for a reason. God blessed you with that. You have a calling on your life that if this is interesting to you, he gave you the tools, and I'm just thankful that he allowed me to be a vessel to pour into y'all so that you can move forward and do bigger and greater things for your ministry to reach beyond the four walls. This is AJ, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Later.